Next is activation record. What is activation record? It is a block of memory that is used for managing the information needed for single execution of a program. Single execution of a program means किसी भी सब प्रोग्राम को जो एक सिंगल एग्जीक्यूशन के लिए एक सिंगल स्टेप में जितनी इंफॉर्मेशन रिक्वायर्ड होती है एग्जीक्यूट होने के लिए, दैट इज एक्टिवेशन रिकॉर्ड. ओके, activation record. If we talk about the fields of activation record, you can say activation record stores temporary variables, actual parameters, return values, local variables. So any kind of information that is required in executing a program or executing a sub program or executing a sub procedure, that is known as the activation record. The collection of those entries that are required to execute any procedure in a single step is known as activation record. Okay, now the last topic of this unit is error detection and recovery. See, we know very well that symbol table management is the task of compiler. The compiler also detects and generates error reporting messages. Now, what is error detection and error recovery? First, I'll tell you what is error handling or error handler. What is an error handler? An error handler is a process that identifies the error and reports it to the user and recovers from that erroneous state. Okay, if we talk about the functions of error handler, then there are three functions of an error handler. One is error detection, another one is error reporting, and last is error recovery. What I am trying to say, that error handler, this is a process that detects, reports and recovers from the error. Error detection means to identify the presence of errors. Error reporting means to generate informative messages in case of error to the user, and recovery means to repair these errors. पहले एरर को आइडेंटिफाई किया, देन रिपोर्ट किया यूजर को इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मैसेजेस, एंड देन repairing these errors is known as recovery. Now, classification of errors. Classification of errors. Errors can be of two types. One is compile time errors. Another one is runtime errors. Okay, the errors that are produced at the time of execution are known as runtime errors, and the errors that are generated or that are identified and reported to the user at the time of compilation are known as compile time errors. These compile time errors, these are divided into three types. One is lexical errors, then syntax errors, and the last is syntactic errors. Now let's discuss lexical errors. The errors that are generated by the first phase of the compiler, that is lexical analysis, are known as lexical errors. And what kind of errors are generated by lexical phase? Exceeding length of identifiers, second is appearance of illegal characters, and last is unmatched string. These are the three types of errors that are generated by the first phase of compiler, that is lexical analysis. One is exceeding length of identifiers, when the length of the identifiers exceeds. Okay. Next is appearance of illegal character. Appearance of illegal character, you can say like something like this. For example, there is a statement like printf new line hello. Then if there is a character like this is an illegal character. Illegal character means any character that is not allowed. Here this dollar symbol, this is not allowed after semicolon, so this is an illegal character. Next is unmatched string. Unmatched string means, suppose there is a statement like this, there is a comment, then this is unmatched string. Why this is unmatched string? Because the comment symbol is there, but here it is missing. So this is what? This is a unmatched string. Unmatched string. Now, if we talk about the error recovery method, error recovery in case of lexical analysis, in case of lexical errors, then error recovery is done by panic mode error recovery. What is panic mode error recovery? If any unwanted character occurs, then delete that character to recover from that error. That is panic mode error recovery. If any unmatched string occurs, then insert appropriate string or characters in order to match the string. That is panic mode error recovery. Here it is a illegal character, delete this. Here there is a symbol that is missing, place that. This is panic mode error recovery. Okay. Next is syntactic errors. Syntactic errors. Now, what are syntactic errors? Like errors in the structure. Second is missing operators. Missing operators. Then misspelled keywords. Misspelled keywords means wrong spelling keywords. Then unbalanced parenthesis. Unbalanced parenthesis means the opening parenthesis is there but closing is not there, or closing is there but opening parenthesis is not there. So these are syntactic errors, and these are generated in second phase of the compiler, that is syntax analysis. Now, if we talk about the error recovery strategies in syntactic errors, then error recovery is possible by, first is panic mode method, and second is phrase level recovery. Phrase level recovery. Now, what is panic mode? This method, this strategy This is used by most of the parsing methods and this is the simplest to implement. In this method, on discovering error, the parser discards input symbol one at a time. जैसे ही पार्सर को इस टाइप की एरर मिलेगी तो पार्सर क्या करेगा, उसको डिस्कार्ड कर देगा, बट वन एट अ टाइम. This process is continued until one of the designated set of synchronizing tokens is found. Okay, next is phrase level recovery. In phrase level recovery, on discovering an error, the parser performs local correction. Local correction means it can be replacing comma by a semicolon or deleting extra semicolons or inserting missing semicolons. That is phrase level recovery. Now let's move to the last category of error, that is semantic errors. Semantic errors are those errors that are generated by the third phase of the compiler, that is semantic analysis. And there are three types of errors that are there in this category. One is incompatible types of operands. Second, undeclared variables, the variables that are not declared. And last is not matching of actual arguments with formal arguments. When actual arguments do not matches with the formal arguments, that is known as a semantic error, or undeclared variables, or incompatible types of operands. Incompatible means adding of integer with string, that is incompatible. Okay, error recovery in case of third type of error. If we talk about error recovery, then undeclared variables, if it is caught, then to recover from this error, the symbol table entry for that corresponding identifier is made. If there is an undeclared variable, then its entry is searched in the symbol table. ठीक है, जब भी कोई वेरिएबल जो कि अनडिक्लेयर्ड है, अनडिक्लेयर्ड वेरिएबल एरर आ रही होगी, तो हम क्या करेंगे, उसकी एंट्री सिंबल टेबल में होगी. कंपाइलर उसकी एंट्री क्या करेगा, सिंबल टेबल में करेगा. नेक्स्ट इज इफ the data type of two operands in an expressions are not compatible, then automatic type conversion is done by the compiler. Automatic type conversion means implicit conversion. Implicit conversion. Okay, so that was all about the errors in compiler. There are three types of errors: lexical, syntactic and semantic, and these three are your compile time errors. And another category of errors is runtime error. And this topic, error detection and error recovery and classification of error, this is also important for examination point of view. So we are done with unit 4, symbol table and runtime administration. In our next lecture, we will start with the last unit, unit 5, and I have left unit 3 in between because we are done with unit 2. Now today we are done with unit 4, then we will take unit 5, and at the last we will take unit 3. So that's all for today. Thank you.